Hi there, I'm Becky Hammond and welcome back to Isago TV. Wherever you are on your strengths journey, I want to help you take your greatest strengths and apply them to your everyday work and your everyday life. Today you are joining me for Q&A Day, where I answer a question specifically about StrengthsFinder that I get often in my workshops and my coaching and my conversations with people. Today, episode 20, I'm answering the question, what if I don't like my top 5 strengths, or at least one of them in there? And I'm going to share a little story about a friend of mine who saw her strengths from a very different perspective. So I've seen it and I'm living it. Let's jump in. I have a longtime friend who, when she first introduced her strengths to me, this is what she said: showboat, talkative, impatient, insecure, and bossy. I was like, wait, what? Those are your top 5 strengths? And of course she was kidding in some ways, but you know, it kind of brings up a point and a question that I hear more often than I would like to, which is, what if I don't like my top 5 strengths? It's like when you're done taking the StrengthsFinder assessment and you get that fabulous list of 5 and you're like, yep, that's true. Darn. You know, I think the place to start here is understanding and recognizing and remembering that where this kind of pool of 34 strengths came from. You know, these 34 talent themes came from studying successful people, hundreds and thousands of successful people, interviewing them to figure out how did they get their place of success. And what started happening was that individual clusters of talent kind of started falling out. That some people, for example, got to success by being able to tell a good story, or always having words to say, or loving to present. And those kind of talents fell into this cluster of communication. That talent is one that my friend more negatively labeled as talkative. Maybe that's been something that she's, I don't know, gotten in trouble in the past for, or been called out in meetings for because she can't stop talking. So first, kind of understand that all these things, you know, my friends, not showboat, talkative, impatient, insecure, and bossy, but rather significance, communication, activator, woo, command, all have led other people to places of success. And so they can be strengths for you as well, not negative associatedly, but positively associated. So, you know, as we start there as our foundation, then it's up to you to kind of explore, you know, what are the places of success, or what are successful things that I have accomplished in my life, things that were fun and energizing for you and that you're really proud of, and start to think about, okay, where did some of these strengths show up? Even if I can't always see the bright side of them, where did woo really help me? Where did having a presence and a decisiveness about me and command really help me and get to this place of success? You start to uncover how these things have helped you. And you really have to be honest with yourself. True, kind of on both sides, to say, you know, okay, these things can be strengths. I've seen how they've shown up. Yes, I own that. I believe it. But then also, okay, maybe where have I been using them more in a raw or immature state, where they could really be used and developed into something that's more mature and impactful and doesn't get in the way of the productivity of you or somebody else, that doesn't cause frustration for you or for somebody else. Because once you are able to kind of uncover them, unpack them, and understand, you know, where you could be using them more, less raw, more productively, in a stronger way, with the volume dial turned at the right level for any certain situation, then those same strengths of my friend, the significance, command, activator, woo, can turn from showboat into legacy, wanting to really leave a legacy, from talkative to a messenger, somebody who is able for the team to get the message out and who wants to, from impatient to somebody who has a catalytic sense of action about them, moving things forward, from insecure to having a social energy about you that creates a buzz. And from bossy to really having a sense of emotional clarity and being able to add decisiveness to a group. So when you are somebody who says, I just don't like my top 5, what do I do now? Start from acknowledging that these are a place of success and see where they have led you to success as well. So that was your Q and my A. And I'd love to know, did I answer your question? Did it bring up other questions that you have about this or about StrengthsFinder in general? I would love to know and have an opportunity to have a conversation with you about it. So head over to isogostrong.com and I'll connect with you there. You know, I want this message about strengths and living from a place of strength to get out to the world to help eliminate that hate and strife and unnecessary frustration that we experience kind of day to day. And that's really what Isogo TV is about. It's a little piece of that. So thanks for joining me here today on Isogo TV.